So coming up, we've got national speed limit, we've got the parked cars, so we're checking middle mirror, we're checking right mirror, and we're moving out nice and early. So coming into national speed limit signs, that's what we want to be checking behind, making sure there's no one preparing to overtake us. If there is, we're very aware that they're there behind us. So on the move, regular checks, probably every 5 to 8 seconds, checking behind us, maybe just checking on the right mirror as well. So end of the road coming up, I can see the give way sign, so I'm checking behind now, nice and early. We're going right, so we're following up with the right hand mirror as well. So as soon as I've seen the end of the road, which I've seen the sign, nice and early, that's when we want to be checking our interior mirror, seeing what's behind, and maybe if we've got time as well, checking that right mirror, seeing if there's anyone overtaking us. Bend coming up, checking it behind again, because it's an area that we might slow down. So if it's an increase or decrease in speed, it's a good idea to check to see what's behind us before we do that. Now in the distance we can see there's buildings coming up. No surprise, we've got a 30 sign coming up. So it's a decrease in speed, checking behind, making sure it's safe, knowing how close that vehicle is behind us. He's quite far back. Okay, so parked cars, middle mirror check again, applying the brakes. He's let us through. We'll acknowledge that. Parked cars, middle mirror, right mirror, and we're coming out. Now we're checking those mirrors because what if there was someone behind us and they're about to overtake us, like a motorbike or even a cyclist in this situation. Okay, so end of the road, let's have a look onto the new road, and we've got plenty of parked cars. So we're checking behind again, and we're checking our right mirror. It's safe to move out, and off we go. Okay, so look at it ahead again, we've got a black BMW on the left, preparing to move out again, so we're checking middle mirror, right mirror, and we're preparing to move out. There's no one there, so it's safe to move out. And if there was someone there, and there was someone overtaking you, well, you'd know about it, and then you can start to decide what you'll do about it. Now in the distance we can see we've got a set of lights. Okay, so now we've seen that, we're going to prepare to slow down, so it'll be a middle check again, and I've got time to check on the right mirror. There's no one behind, and away we go. It's gone on green, and off we go. Blue car, middle check, right check, sliding out nice and early, it's safe. Also, it's gone to a 20 zone as well, which we've already checked anyway there for the parked cars, which has helped. Okay, so another area we might slow down into here, we've got parked cars on the right, so we're checking behind. I'll have a check on my right mirror as well, because I've got the time to. Because again, this is a potential area that we might slow down. Already we can see ahead, we can see the end of the road coming up, and we've got a stop sign. So we've seen it, let's react to it, and let's check behind. It's safe, there's no one there. But again, if there was someone there, and there was a driver a little bit too close, then we could react early, we could brake early, we could let him know we're slowing down. So hopefully it reduces the chance of him going into the back here. Now as we're coming into this situation, we've got time to check our left mirror. Because you can think there, could a cyclist come down the left hand side? He could do, he could sneak down the left hand side to get on his way, so we've got time to check. There's no one there, it's nice and safe. If there was, we can react to it, we know he's there, we can keep him safe again. So new road, new mirrors. Let's see what's behind and how we can react to it again. It's quite a wide road as well, so I'm checking middle mirror and right mirror a little bit more often, probably every 5 to 8 seconds again, because another vehicle or even a motor. So I know I'm preparing to turn right, so I'm checking behind again nice and early. It's a 40 zone, so we want to check behind a little bit earlier than usual, and we're signalling a little bit early to let everyone know what we're doing. Coming into this box, preparing to turn right. Okay, so same again, that same process, new road, new mirrors. Let's see what's behind, who's on the new road with us. There's no one there, we're nice and safe. So we're slowing down into this, the road narrows, it's a traffic calming measure. So again, we're checking behind, there's no one there. We're checking our right because we will be moving away and around onto the other side. And we're actually giving way to the oncoming traffic. So that early check would benefit us because again we know what's behind and how we can help that traffic behind know we're slowing down. So you can think, what if that driver behind is a little bit distracted, their awareness isn't that great of the road ahead? Well, if we spot them behind and they're a bit close, or you can see the speed's a bit fast, you could apply the brakes nice and early. So if you applied the brakes nice and early, they're going to see your lights at the back of the car, and hopefully they'll see those brake lights, and hopefully then they'll react to them nice and early. So coming into more country lanes now, national speed limit. Let's have a look behind again. There's no one there. See what can happen there again. Someone might get excited, you know, they see those national speed limit signs, they want to get past the learner and they go for it. So it'd be nice to know that that car's behind and it's potentially going to do that. So keeping the mirrors consistent again, bend, mirror check. Because again it's a potential area that you might slow down. Same again, we've got another bend coming up, checking behind because again it's a potential area. We might apply the brakes, we might slow down. And again, coming out the bend, I've checked my mirror before I speed up again. So again, about 5 to 8 seconds, little check behind. I'm checking my right mirror as well quite consistently. But you don't want to overdo it with your mirrors because you want to keep your eyes on the road ahead. Now, what if that guy doesn't brake early enough? You know, or he doesn't signal early enough? And I'm not aware that he might make a manoeuvre into a field or something like that, into a farm track. So, you know, most importantly is keep your eyes ahead on the road, but as often as you can in the appropriate places, check behind, making sure it's safe. So we've got a tractor, so we've checked our mirrors early, slowing down into this, and we're going to keep a nice gap with the white car, so it keeps our vision up the road. So preparing to overtake, I can see there's a green lorry coming up the road. It's a delivery truck, so we're not going to overtake this yet. But before we overtake the tractor, what we'll do is we'll check behind, but I'll check behind consistently anyway, because what if the one behind decides to overtake me and the tractor? Now the tractor's turning, so potentially he could be stopping. So I'm going to check my mirror. I'm going to check my left mirror as well, because I am at the speed now for a cyclist to undertake me, or even a motorbike to overtake me on the right. So I'm holding my gap, slow to flow into this. Now I'm checking my middle mirror before I speed up, checking right mirror as well, making sure it's safe. It is, so off we go. So again, it's an area that we might slow down. Let's have a look how close the guy is behind. It's not that close, but I need a little bit of brake on anyway just to settle that speed. So sometimes you might think, well, if that guy is behind and he is a little bit too close, what can you do about it? Well, you can brake early, can't you? Like I was saying before, you can brake early, you can use your brake lights to communicate with him and hopefully make him more aware of what you're going to do. So we're doing a left here and then we're going to do an immediate right. Now this is a faster road, it's a 50. So we do want to be aware of traffic behind and what speed they're approaching us at. So we're moving out of here, I'm turning next right, so we're checking middle mirror, right mirror, and we're signalling. Brakes nice and early. Again, slow into it, let's try and avoid stopping. And into the new road. New road, new mirrors. Looking good, there's no one behind. Hot bend coming up. You can see that because we've got that sign that's telling us. So that's a nice early check on the mirror just to see what's happening behind us. Slowing down. Into the bend, out the bend, speeding up, mirror check. And more bends coming up, so a little check in the mirror again. Around the bend, another check. I'm checking my right mirror there as well as I'm coming out the bend, and off we go. Okay, see Farmer's Heads is coming up, so middle check. Now it is half term, so where are the kids going to be? Probably this place could be busy, so let's plan ahead. Another mirror check for this bend. Keeping off my gas now. Before I speed up, I'm looking up the road, also again looking in the mirror, making sure it is safe to speed up. So if someone was overtaking us, we've got that truck approaching as well. So let's say there was a motorbike overtaking in that situation and I know that lorry's coming towards us, I might just stay off my gas. I might even slow down a little bit to help that motorbike overtake and get back into a safe gap.